Hello and welcome back to Inkwell Island with me, Tophercrafts. Welcome to episode 3, where between episodes we've cleared out this mangrove forest that was surrounding our base. We went down into the mines to gather up loads of those lovely materials we're going to need to build up all of our stories. We had a visitor down below who we said goodbye to. Goodbye. Then we did a little bit of caving behind him, explored all around to see if there was anything cool that we could see. And we found our very first diamonds. So wasting no time, I rushed back up to the enchanter to see what I could put on basic enchants for this pick. I found that it was offering fortune for 12 experience, so out I went into the night to face the monsters that lurk there. So I fought off quite a few of these to get my levels up to level 12. And guys, no one is more surprised than me for me to say, I didn't die. I didn't die once to these creeps. I just kept killing them and getting very close to dying sometimes. But thanks to my bread, we were alright. So I enchanted my Fortune 1, Efficiency 2, Unbreaking 2 pickaxe, and then wanted to say this to you guys.
So I hope you're enjoying the series so far. I know there's not a lot of progress here and you probably won't even hear this, but I hope you're doing well. Well, however this video finds you, whether you're watching it intently, you just got it on in the background while you do some work, or you've put it on to sleep too. Either way, it all helps. Thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to, subscribe. You can always unsubscribe later. Hit the bell, comment, like. All of those things really help me out as a small channel especially, but all of those YouTube creators who spend time making these videos for you. Just love this line of mangroves just here. So cool. Love this view. I'm feeling really good about Inkwell Island, where it's based. So eventually we're going to build a mob spawner. One I've built a dozen times at least. I can't remember where the video's from. If you do know the video, please pop a link in the comments and I'll try and put it in the description. But over there somewhere, over the sea, I'm going to whack just a easy, simple mob spawner. Get some levels, enchant my gear. Because all this starting stuff is great fun, but it really is just getting us ready to go and build those story lands. I don't know how long this series is going to run. I'm hoping for a very, very long time. I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. So if you are from the future and you've come back to see just how far Booktopia's come, hello, welcome. Hope your year is fun. I hope your year is fun, yeah. Like, it could be an awful year, right? Mercilessly mocked. There's nothing wrong with wishing somebody's year would be good, right?
Yeah, we're coming to the end of it.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to the people watching in the future. I'm talking to people who want to come back in 4 years' time and go, oh, I wonder what the first episode looked like. I've done that with Minecrafters before on YouTube. Gone back and seen the start episodes. It's cool. It's good fun to see where they've come from and how much their style has improved. I hope my style has improved in the future, because right now it needs some work. Like the first episode with the wobble head. We live and we learn. Surprised I've got nothing except fish and a lily pad. I thought I'd get something cool by now. Never mind. After this next fish, we're going to cook this bad boy up and get some food. So the starter house is still looking a bit sparse. This is helping, but I do need to decorate inside and out. We'll get around to doing that because right now we've got materials to gather. Okay. Make sure that's secure. And then there's 1, 2. Just 2, and I got 2 from it. Oh well. Thanks, fortune. Still remain convinced that Tough hides diamonds. Honestly, every time. Every time. It is the meta. Every time. Oh, please tell me that's a separate vein. Oh, you beauty. Look at that. Can we just take a second, please? Look at that. And it's all because of Tough. Tough's the meta, guys. Tough is the meta. Diamond! There was a diamond! I missed a diamond. There's a diamond. I missed a diamond while I was talking to you. This is what happens. Get distracted from real life. Look at this. Diamonds. Hello, beautifuls. Welcome to the family. Oh, and there's one more for good luck. Excellent. Don't be over that.
So my video got corrupted for this file and I couldn't salvage it, but know that I'd gathered about 27 diamonds maybe. I'd also cleared out this entire area that you can see on the screen now. This was a vein of iron inside Tough. I was sitting on over a stack of iron at this point and loving life. It was great. It's just a shame I couldn't show it to you. But here's me looking for those last little bits in the ore. Sorry, I'm not very good with the replay mod. But then I fell through a hole and yeah, not great.
Lost a stack of iron. Lost my diamond. Lost my diamond pants. Lost my diamond sword. Lost my diamond axe. But kept my pickaxe. So all is not lost. But that was quite painful. And I just took out loads of that tuft. Oh man. That was so stupid. I'm kicking myself. I just finished digging out that blooming vein. Don't play with lava, kids. The tough giveth and the tough taketh away.
So having found no more iron where I'd cleared it all out and lost it before, heading back up after the disaster, I went to lick my wounds and let's have a see what I got left over. However, this guy wasn't a particularly friendly visitor and made death count number 16 for the series. So I ran back outside to grab my stuff. At this point, getting very, very used to doing this. As you all know if you've watched the series, my death count is ridiculous. I cannot wait to get my full protection for diamond gear. So I head back upstairs to have a little nap. Except I can't, and I've left my diamond pickaxe outside. So, being sensible, I start to gear up. I get my sword, I smelt the iron to make a wonderful shield and a breastplate to keep me nice and safe. Hoping beyond hope that this time is my forever time. So out I go to find my diamond pickaxe. Please note, I did not fill up my hearts. Yeah, inevitable really, wasn't it? So out I go again to retrieve the stuff and hope that the diamond pickaxe hasn't despawned by the time I get there. It appears the entire zombie apocalypse wanted to get me that night. So running away seemed like the sensible option at this point. However, I did find my pickaxe and my torches that I'd lost. But look at all these husks and zombies. It's the creeper that got me again. Every time.
I lost a stack of iron. I lost a diamond axe. I lost my diamond trousers.
So once I taught myself out of rage quitting again, I went down to the mines and found something really interesting.
I think I've found something I've never found before. I just was digging my mine down. I was going to go and strip mine. And I found a bone block. Also tough diamond. I've never found a fossil before. Which is kind of cool. And very confusing. I've never found a fossil in rock before. That's for sure. Obviously I found them in the nether. What is it, a rib cage? Tough diamonds, just saying. Yeah.
So
I'll dig this out.
got round all the bones,
There it goes.
dug it out, found a few more diamonds based as part of the fossil, and eventually
There we go. One fossil. How cool is that? Oh, if only I was one. If I'd come one line across, I could have been bang in the middle. Never mind. That's awesome. I've never seen one of those before.
So, after that exploit, I got brave. Look at this, taking on an Enderman. I never did kill that guy.
I'm going to live to regret that. So I've just found this lovely 8 lane of diamonds and then was just clearing it out right next to it. There's another diamond. I don't know how many are here, but oh, that's at least 10. Oh my god. Now this might be enough to fully kiss us out. Now that we're fully stocked with diamonds, it's time to see if we can't build up a mob farm, enchant everything we've got, and make ourselves invincible. And hopefully that death counter will stay where it is for a very long time.
So I got into my boat and headed out to where I thought would be a good spot to make a mob farm. I'm doing it over the sea so the spawns stay low on the ground, meaning that all of the spawns I get at the top will come down to me in my mob farm rather than be below me on the ground. So, pillaring 3 stacks up, roughly. There's the view from the top. There's Inkwell Island just past. Set our crafting table down and then start to build out what's going to be the platform for our mob spawner base build. As I said before, this is something I've built several times before. If you do know the original creator, then please let me know in the comments and I'll tag them in and give them the credit they deserve. I love building this mob farm. I really don't have to think about it, and I can usually get it done in under an hour. The first thing we do is give ourselves a way back up. Just a little hole, we'll drop the water all the way down and give me a water stream I can follow back up to the base whenever I need to get up there and kill some mobs. So down that goes all the way to the bottom. Meanwhile, it's time for us to get building. Topher, it's time for us to get building. Yep, like watching paint dry. So lighting it up so no mobs spawn whilst I'm building it. Yep, just checking it's down there. As you can see, we're surrounded by beautiful scenery all the way around. Yep, there's past me, just making sure. And there's Inkwell Island. Isn't she glorious? I can't wait to see how much of that changes over the course of these videos. I'm really looking forward to seeing the progress we can make, seeing how far we can go even before we start building up our storylands. So, I put this in replay mode because I've done it so many times. First of all, extending the platform and building a little place to put 2x2 chests with some hoppers pointing down to them. Clearing out some phantoms as they come to attack us, annoying sky rats. Managed to stay on the platform and also carry on with my build. So nipped home for a little bit, had a little kip, got a few more supplies, and then we're straight back. So using this stream to float all the way up to the top, we get to the mob spawner platform. We're so lucky to be surrounded by all of this coral in this warm ocean biome. Oh, I cannot wait to start using some of these blocks to decorate with. That little break in the water stream was me making a permanent water source at the top, so that we've got a ready supply of water and I can take some up with me. So as you can see, I've put some water down between 2 slabs on top of the hoppers. That just allows me to jump back down safely if I need to when I'm up there, because this mob spawn is quite high. The first thing we need is some supplies. This takes a lot of wood, you need to build a lot of trapdoors, etc. So I like to grow mine on site. As you can see, I've got that 2x2 jungle, gives a lot of wood and gets me plenty to get started with. So the way I like to start this is I get 20 of the blocks that I'm using, saves me counting, and I like to build up all the way to 20 and then jump down into that little bit of water that I've left. That way I don't have to think about what I'm doing, and I can then start building up around it, making sure to leave myself a little doorway to get out at the end of the build. So digging 20 up and then placing stairs on the top. That way when mobs drop down, they'll be one-hit kills. Really easy to get some experience from them. And then we build out 7 across. That's the distance the water will flow without dropping down. So I'll build a permanent water supply at the top, just so I've got access to water for all of the other streams. There we are, you can see, because it's 7 across, once I've placed the water, it'll only go right to the edge of those stairs and push the monsters over the edge. It's a really, really clever design. I've built this so many times now in almost all of my worlds. Then we lay down the trapdoors. That makes mobs think it's a whole block. They walk over the closed trapdoors, they walk over the open trapdoors, and then they fall into the water, get pushed down into the killing chamber. So, being ever industrious, I mined my way up the tree to get there, gathering some more materials as I did so. As I said, this takes a lot of materials, so make sure you take them up there if you're building it. So now we fill in the blanks, joining up those sides together, making a big platform that mobs can spawn on. As you can see, just getting on with it. It's really easy, you don't have to think about it. I was watching something in the background while I was doing this, because I've made it that many times. The first time it did take me a while just to make sure I got all the dimensions correctly, but once you're used to building it, it's really, really quite a simple build. So once you've got to this part, the next thing you need is walls around it to stop the sunlight from coming in. I also like to put a second layer on, so that I get double the rate of mobs spawning. So I build a 2-high wall here, around a base of 1 high cobbled deep slate, so 3 in total. Mess up here because I forget the second layer needs to be at the same level and mobs need to be able to spawn on it. So building out, just mirroring the ones underneath, but obviously without the water streams because the mobs will fall into the same one. So far this has taken me a little while, maybe about 30 minutes or so. But as I say, it's really, really quick. And now I'm just laying slabs down in hopes of stopping spiders spawning, because they tend to clog up the mob spawner. They tend to hide in corners and not drop down. So the idea is that these slabs don't give the spiders enough space. Once the top layer is done, I'll make sure that all of the trapdoors are open, build up the walls, sorry. 2 high, and then on top of that, a slab level, so monsters can't spawn on top. Because they're all bottom slabs, mobs will not spawn. So it's just a case of filling in the roof. Easy peasy. Although I do wish it was this quick in real time. I've got this at 8 times speed, so you can get a feel for how quickly or slowly this was put up. But coming to the end of the roof, I'll zoom inside, let you have a look. There we go. Drop down, put the slabs down on the floor of the first level. After I've done that, it's just a case of making sure that all of the trapdoors are open. There we go to my player view there. Break the permanent water source so that it flows down like the rest. And really, really importantly, make sure you extinguish all of your torches so mobs can spawn in the darkness. And once we've done that, it's just a quick trip back down, making sure I've got 2 empty buckets so I can take the water source that helps me drop and the water source that lands it. It's really important you do this, otherwise the mobs will come down ready to battle. So as I said, make sure you've got rid of all of your light sources. It's completely dark, drop straight down, get rid of this water source. Try again. There we go, get rid of this water source. Put slabs down over each of the hoppers. Put a block so the mobs can't get out. And there we are. misplace a block. We've got that half a slab gap. Yeah, we don't need those there, Toph. And as you can hear, the mobs are already dropping. We're getting that sweet, sweet experience ready for us. And it's really easy to go in, have a look. There we go. So, I dragged my enchanting setup up to the top, spent some time hacking away at monsters and using all of that diamond loveliness to get ourselves really, really well protected in this world. And see what beautiful things we could roll on that enchantment table. So, getting loads and loads of experience. It's really, really simple. You just stand there and wait for them to come to you. You do end up getting loads and loads of materials from this as well, which is useful. Now, I've built a platform out here. It's ready for any zombie villages that may appear. Because what I would want to do eventually is to convert them and make some villages up here. I then rolled this hat, which quite frankly is everything I need in a hat. Continued about my merry way, getting my lapis, getting myself sorted, and then heading on back up to the top using my very, very safe, beautiful water stream, which has no problems with it whatsoever, unless you fall out of it and fail to land in the water. Yeah, that happened.
Oh, that was annoying.
So once we got all our stuff back, we continued enchanting all that gear. Look at these levels. And then I noticed something on the screen. A zombie villager was here. So I got into action. I got a slab ready. Chopped open part of the tube that sends the mobs down. Blocked off, well, myself to begin with. But then I blocked off the mobs from dropping down. Got my axe ready so I could individually kill the mobs without killing the zombie villager. And proceeded to take out all of these mobs, being careful not to kill that zombie villager so I can put him in a boat and save him for later. When I've been to the nether, got myself some blaze rods so I can do some enchanting and basically start my empire of villagers. So as you can see, there were loads of mobs there. My levels are shooting right up. And then rather annoyingly, the zombie villager is mangled up with a couple of skeletons. So I take this hero shot here. Well, in a second anyway. This hero shot here. There it is. And then this hero shot here. Yeah. So I killed the zombie villager by accident. Which is really, really annoying. Still, after a while, another one dropped down. There he is. You can just see the bottom of his robes there. So I blocked it off again. Chopped open all of the mobs around him, leaving just him in there. Then I made a hole for him, so he could come and find me. Here he goes. So I let him chase me for a bit, stood behind the boats, and there he is. Then I extended my platform so I could walk around, get back to the other side, and then let the mobs back out again. And the astute among you will realise that I've made one vital error when doing this. Yep, I forgot to close the hole up. Guess what, guys? Yeah.
You're supposed to close that back up before you let the zombies, etc. out, so this is going to be hard. Wish me luck. So our first task will be to close up the gap.
So I got into full hero mode, got my pick ready to hit them in the face. The first job was to close up this gap here, which didn't end too well. So, on a second attempt, I ran across, plugged the gap, luckily, before, this time, armed myself to the teeth with iron armour, swam right back up and got ready to hit these zombies. This has taken a good while now, so a lot of my stuff has despawned, which is quite painful, but now we just start clearing these zombies out, taking back our platform, except with all my stuff, they hit really hard, so the death count keeps plummeting up, until eventually I clear out the island. Zombie villagers still fine. Luckily my hat was in that chest there, so I managed to keep the hat at least.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of stuff. That's painful, but we go on.
So I went down looking for more lapis because I lost all of mine. Found a lovely little amethyst geode. Managed to find an awful lot of lapis to keep us going for a while with all of my enchanting endeavours. A lot of lapis. We were down at Y level 0, and then we continued enchanting all our stuff up, getting the best gear we could, minus trousers this time because I couldn't afford to make any, but we've got Silk Touch and a Fortune 3 pickaxe. We were ready to roll. The next thing I needed to do was think about how to convert my villagers, and the only way we could do that is a trip to the Nether. Now obviously I'm a pro at this game, my kill count is high, my death count is low, so the Nether doesn't scare me in the slightest. Ha! Yeah, if you think I'm bad on the overworld, you should see me in the Nether. I die fully. And full disclosure, once we're in there, I do use chunk base to find the fortress. It's almost impossible for me to find it without it. And this is not an action adventure series, this is a building series, and I want to get doing that as quickly as possible. So I use a website called Chunkbase. It shows me where biomes are, where buildings are, and takes the guesswork out of it. You still have to get there and you still have to do all the travel, but it does take some of the guesswork. So lighting the portal, stepping through, and seeing the most wonderful sight. Well, seeing a forest anyway. So, for some reason, getting a couple of bits of quartz before heading back home. It was safe in there, and my first visit to the Nether was about 2 minutes long, and it was long enough for me. Except, of course, I didn't have any blaze rods to do any enchanting with. So, I did a bit more diamond mining, making sure I was fully prepared to go into the Nether and to not die. This time, of course, with my Silk Touch pickaxe, I was able to mine out all of the ore. Also, I have put these stairs into the mine. I did threaten to do that from episode 1, I believe, but they're there. They're finally makes life a lot easier going up and down when I'm getting my materials. So heading back up to the surface, my lapis mines zigzagging across that entranceway there, making it slightly confusing. But we're up into the rain. I'm armed because I know what happens usually when I come out into the rain. And then it's back to the Nether I go. Only this time I'm well set with bread. Got a little bow and arrow there to keep me going. My diamond sword. And this helmet, which is just letting me breathe underwater for ages. So back into the Nether, and then I went the 1,000 or so blocks it took to get to the Citadel. Now, this was well buried. There was no way I was going to find this without Chunk Base. So big thanks to Chunk Base. I'll leave a link in the description. There was literally no way I was finding this. But here we are, into a terrible fortress. So the checklist for this bit is netherwort, lava rods, blaze rods, and heck, who knows, we might get lucky and find some wither skeleton skulls as well, because I'm definitely ready to take on the wither. Anyway, I fought the blazes very heroically, got the rods, figured, heck, might as well get a couple more while I'm here. Look at this pro strat right there. Yeah, look, not even touched. Beautiful. Guys, I'm getting good at this game. Eventually found some netherwort. Thank you very much. We can grow that up later. Make some fire resistance potions. All those good things. And then made our way back to the safety and comfort of Inkwell Island, having survived our longest trip to the nether yet. Largely thanks to the gold armor that stopped me fighting these guys.
I actually made it out of the nether alive. What the actual heck? Guys, I made it out of the nether without dying. What is happening?
So with things looking up, I've been to the nether without dying. Maybe, just maybe, I'm starting to get the hang of this combat nonsense and this staying alive thing. So with that, I'll leave you with this guy. I'm setting this episode to release on Christmas Day, so wherever you are, gonna wish you a Merry Christmas, a happy holidays, a restful time. I hope you relax, enjoy lots of tasty food, and whether you celebrate or not, I'm sending love from Inkwell Island. Until the next episode, bye for now.